Hey guys! I hope you guys don't hear the loud talking. Anyway, so I hope you guys are having a great New Year's Eve, and this is going to be the official last video on this channel for the new year, or the old year, for 2013, and we figured that we would just do a video focusing on not just like long distance relationships, but definitely on like military relationships and just stuff like that, just to help anyone out there, because I know it just going into that, it's like, what is going on? So anyways, so this is my boyfriend, which you guys probably seen like 3 times now. So they tell him a little bit about what you do, or what you can tell him anyway, about what you do and stuff like that.
Well, I drive tracks, which are pretty much like tanks that float on water, and my main purpose is to bring infantry from point A to point B in a matter of time.
I just totally blocked your face.
And I'm also somewhat of an O3, which is a rifleman. Okay, I do a lot of frontline. That's what we've been doing lately, and yeah, that's what I pretty much do.
Yeah. So, and
I shoot big guns, big guns, like automatic grenade machine guns that blow everything to bits. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay.
He loves his job. Anyway, so yeah, so he is in the Marines, and so how long have you been in the Marines, babe?
A little bit over a year.
And so you are in there for another 3 years, right?
Yeah.
So we just thought it would be a good idea to give advice to you guys on, well, considering he was actually my best friend for almost I'm going to be in charge of this because okay. So anyways, we have been best friends for about 2 years now, and we have been dating for almost 3 months. So I kind of would say I would know a lot about the fact that, as far as like being away from somebody for a long time, and this doesn't even just apply to just relationships, this also applies to like people who just have family overseas, or you know, those kind of stuff. So babe,
Yeah.
so what would you say, what is one of the biggest tips as far as what you would say when it comes to going into a relationship? Like, what is your thoughts on that? Like, people going into like a relationship with someone, and this is mainly like towards people, I would say, in college, because I figure most people in relationships are with, you know, in college or older. There might be some people in high school, but I don't think so. Not a lot, but you know, this really applies to anyone. But what would you say is your biggest advice / tip to those people?
Don't let it get in the way. That's one big one. Don't let distance get in the way. Love doesn't know what distance is.
Just like the song.
Yeah, just like the song. And but yeah, don't let it get in the way. It is tough, especially when she has classes and I have my job. But at the end, you know, you're gonna go home soon. You're gonna see each other, one way or another. But if you just don't let that get in the way, distance won't be a problem.
Yeah, I agree. I just think that, like, I know for a fact when he kind of told me that he liked me and stuff, it was like, well, I mean, it's not that bad being best friends with you and you being far, but like in a relationship, it's kind of hard, because you know, you just want to be around each other all the time, and it's hard. It's hard, especially because he has his job, like, and it's crazy. Like, you have your hours, like, what? You have to get up like super early.
Yeah, I get up at 0. My bad.
0.
I get up at 5 in the morning, and I don't get off till 4:30. Almost at 16. I remember 4:30.
Yeah. So he has a long work day, and then me, as far as college goes, it tends to be spaced out. Sometimes I'll have classes really early, or I'll have it really late. So it really depends on your schedule.
It does.
And I would say you would have to just be careful, like, as far as like trying to figure out times to like be able to talk to each other. And now that we have amazing technology, you know, you guys can go on Skype and of course be Skyping as much as you can. I know I personally think it's difficult for some people. They have like I think schooling, because when you went to schooling, or when you went what were you doing? That was for a month. It was hard to talk.
Oh, the field.
Yeah.
I was at a field up.
So that can be hard, and I know, like, just from us being best friends anyway, like, that was hard because it really depends on work stuff, and I think that one of the biggest ways is to communicate with each other, like, all the time. I'm not saying 24/7.
Yeah, remember, you also get the weekends too.
Yeah.
So you get like the whole Friday night, and then you get the whole Saturday and the whole Sunday. Sometimes it's tough, especially when you have to go out in the field and train for a week straight. But it's just 1 week out of your whole entire life. It's really gonna bother you.
I just think one of the things that it's hard, I think for girls, and this is me speaking out for girls anyway, if your man, just gonna say this, your man is, he's got work and stuff like that, and you want to talk to him. I know I can be a victim of this a lot of times, and expecting him to be talking to me, but obviously you can't talk to me because you're busy, and I know that is the most toughest thing in the world, to be like, oh yeah, well, I want him to talk to me, or especially because I feel like I have no life sometimes, and I'm expecting a text back or a snap back, and it's like, well, he's obviously out there doing his job, and I can't.
I try, but it's kind of hard to drive a tank and Snapchat at the same time. You gotta keep your eyes on the road, babe.
Yeah. But just an advice for you girls, like, definitely don't have super, super high expectations when it comes to getting word back from, like, they're basically, anytime that they're going to be able to talk to you, they are obviously going to make the time to talk to you. You also have to keep in mind, like, as far as family goes, they also have to talk to their family and their friends too, so you really have to share your boyfriend with everybody, and that sounds really bad, but you have to share him with everybody. You have to share him with, obviously, basically the government, and you gotta share him with his family, his friends.
But he will call you at the end of the day.
Yeah. So he will call you at the end of the day, and definitely...
When I was out in the field, it was like 10 o'clock at night, but I still called her.
Yeah. So,
I still called her.
Honestly, it's hard. It's not an easy thing, and don't expect it to be an easy thing. It definitely takes a lot of commitment and a lot of patience, I would say. Patience and, what's the word, like, you just have to be patient. It's all about being patient and communicating with each other, because if you don't have that, it's gonna be a little hard.
Really hard.
And I definitely just think for girls, I know, I feel you, girl. I feel you. I feel you from, like, wherever you are right now, however old you are, I feel you, because half the days I miss him to death, and I'm like, I wish I could talk to him, but I can't. But you know what? I know that I'm basically sharing him with the world. That's basically the point of it, especially when you go on deployment. And that's going to be the harder part. It's like deployment and stuff. Like, he isn't going to get deployed till a little bit later. I'm not going to say when, but he is going to get deployed sometime next year. And I know that's going to be hard because it's going to be like 6 months or The good thing is, though, I think deployment, like, you still can talk. It's just, they're going to be a bit more, I say, wouldn't you be more involved in everything?
Yeah, and that's going to be harder because you're around the world. And,
like, Skype. Skype is good.
I mean, from what I was told, some people was only able to talk to their spouse, whoever they're dating, for, like, is that a spouse?
Spouse is like your husband or wife.
Whatever. And
significant other. Your significant other.
For like once a month, and some people was able to talk for like once a week. So like times are different. But
yeah, it really depends on what personally I would say they tell you. If they tell you you can Skype or you can't Skype and that stuff. I mean, I think the best thing that you can do, and this is gonna sound so cheesy because it makes you think of Dear John, but it's like writing letters. I know he wrote letters during boot camp when he definitely couldn't talk at all. Like, he could not. And
yeah, I
when you could,
like 5 letters.
Yeah, and then when you could, you know, I would want you obviously to call your parents first, and that is the other thing. You know, you want to make sure that, you know, you might not be first priority in his life all the time. And I know that's hard. You're like, you want to be the center of his world, and yeah, you are, but sometimes in certain situations, you're not. So I'm so sorry, girls, but it's 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 the circle of life. You're just gonna have to deal with it. And just so you guys know, like, wouldn't you agree? Circle of life. You're gonna have to suck it up, basically. But yeah, I would say if you can be like communicative, is that the right word? Communicative.
I would say so.
If you are gonna be communicative, whatever, and if you can be patient, then you should have no worries. And you know what? If you really care about that person, you're gonna basically want to do whatever it takes to keep your relationship together. And I think that that's very important. And I don't know, I personally think that if you guys ever feel like, I mean, I'm here like all the time, so you guys could tweet me and whatnot all the time. If you have any questions or you just need someone to talk to in the days where you just miss your boo really badly. When you miss this, yeah, your boo really badly. And yeah, so we just wanted to make this video pretty broad, kind of, and just focusing on the fact that, you know, you really got to be having that communication, and you got to be patient, and you just got to be selfless. I think that's one of the things you got to do. You got to be entirely selfless. You can't think about yourself. I mean, in any relationship you should be selfless, but especially in this type of relationship, you should be like, well, obviously it's not about me. He's got the world to, like, worry about, basically, especially when he goes out and does his job out there in the world. You know, he is doing his job, and, you know, in a way, you're proud of him, even though, in a way, to me, I'm proud of him, even though sometimes I hope it didn't cut off. Okay. Anyways. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I think that will be it for this video. Just leave me in the comments what you guys would like to see. The next time we could probably do a video will be later on, because again, he is like everywhere. So let me know. He'll probably be around soon. This won't be the last time you see him. Definitely not. So, leave me in the comments what you guys would like to see, specifically any questions, any video advices you guys would worry about. There's a lot of topics but I definitely wanted to start this, and I figured I might make it a series or something, so that, so that, you know, people can just kind of come to these videos and feel better, and obviously get advice from, personally, our perspectives, but this could be just different for everybody. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great, great, great year, and we'll probably see you guys most likely next year, in 2014. It's going to be a good year. Okay, bye. Say bye, baby.
See you later.
Bye, guys.